What is up, people? Welcome back to the channel. We've got the last day of week 2 today, deadlift day. We're going to work up to a triple around 170, somewhere around there. Happy, a little bit harder than last week, but not as hard as next week. And then our back offsets are a little bit heavier than they were last week. 2, just progressing it slightly, working up towards our goal of a triple at 190 on the end. These metal plates are quite loud, so maybe have to practice some audio clipping in the editing because it's quite painful for me. Loud noises. We'll go to 100. So we've got a few lads running the plan, and the general consensus and what I'm finding at the same time is that everything's pretty good. The squat feels spot on. The deadlift, I think, feels alright so far. Obviously, this is only the second session of deadlift, so we get to find out, but I think it feels fine. The bench press, I think, could be a little bit heavier on most of the back offsets and the second and third, the non-main bench days, or we could swap it for sort of a disadvantaged like a close grip or feet up or something different, so it's still a bench press, still doing the same thing, but it's a bit harder, so you don't need to use as much weight, or we could just add some more weight because bench is a little bit easier and the range of motion isn't as big, and you're generally not as strong on bench as you are whatever, and it recovers better, so you can have a little bit more. I thought because the frequency was slightly higher, maybe we could keep the percentages the same, but I think we can up it a little bit. I'll do that the next time round though. I'll run the plan through, see how it is, make adjustments if needed, because it's not a million miles off by any means, but could be a little bit more challenging, I think. Feels heavier than 100 kilo bumper plates, I'll tell you that much. Probably don't need this many warm-up sets in the middle of summer when it's already boiling hot. Or at least not so many reps, but it is what it is, isn't it? Maybe better to be warm than cold or something. Better to have warmed than cold and never to have cold at all. I don't mean anything. Right, 3 of these. I'll do a 150 and we'll do a 170 for free. Looks really weird, doesn't it, with the new plates? It looks like it's kind of looks not as heavy because the plates are smaller, but also like kind of looks like a proper home gym because it's the cast iron plates. Like, looks old school, like dungeon basement style training. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, room to grow as well. If we could fit all 20s on this bar, it would be a really heavy deadlift, wouldn't it? So probably an eternity's worth of growth with these metal plates. We just add 20s if we need to. This is 150. It looks lighter than the bumpers, but it sounds heavier because it's loud as all. I'll do this one, and then we'll go 170 for free. So we're up in, this is fairly medium, don't want to get too worked up for it, but enough to get it done nicely. 173 reps. Give us room to grow. 180 and then a big one at the end. Easy. Right. Oh, I've said a few times in other videos already. I said everything twice, and I fucking 9-10 times. I don't really sweat unless it's boiling hot. Look at me now. It's pouring off me. It's warm today in the UK. We got to work this morning and the shutters had broke. We're a bike shop in the basement of a bigger retail outlet, and their front door was shut, so we couldn't get in the store. And we sat in the car park in the baking heat in the sun for 5 hours, I think, 5.5 hours, before the shutter guy came and opened the shutters up and let us in. It was been a long day. It's weird though, because obviously I went in and I only worked for 3 hours, less than 3 hours really, and then it was done. But kind of forget about the perception of time when you're doing wheelies on bike in car park. Whatever. Yeah, I've been sat in the sun all day. I've got 3 sets of 6 here at 1, 2, 5. Whoever made this plan is being kind to me, not making me do 4 sets of deadlifts. So nice of him, isn't it? Let's get another one of these done. I don't know how you people who sweat loads do it. Holy hell, it feels weird. Soaking wet and I haven't even been in the shower or out. Loud environment. You're goddamn right. What an excellent exercise, satisfying. It doesn't have to be super heavy to feel good, you know what I mean? Like, I think the 5-3-1 back offsets would have you at 80% for 5x5 after you've done an AMRAP, and that's mental. I think my top set was, what was that? 80 somewhat percent. What would 80% be? 80% would be like 160, would it? Yeah, 150 odd. And that's how I ended up knackered. Like, it's too much for me. I'm a middle-aged man. This 125 for 3 sets of 6 is spot on for me. I remember just being in between sets, like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I just don't want to do it. And what are you doing it for if you don't want to? You know what I mean? Like, get to the 4th set and be like, I'm absolutely destroyed. I've got loads of other exercises after this. And picking up little niggling injuries. I used to like regularly get a little back tweak here, and just be like, oh yeah, you just ignore it because them steroid Americans say, oh, you're a pussy if you don't. Like, fuck off, man. I'm making more progress doing it this way than I ever did doing any of them fucking shit old school programs. Right, might as well do it. Last one of these then, no one else is going to bloody do it, are they? Don't bounce it. Woo! Nice, perfect amount of deadlifting, I think. Perhaps. Sounds cool with the metal plates. And we got the 170, nice. Feels a bit heavier with these metal ones. Obviously the tolerances on different types of plates are all different, aren't they? But could be anything, could be because I've spent all day sat in a baking hot car park. Oh. We did it. Anyway, I'll load up for bench. This feels like mirror mode on Mario Kart. I normally film from the other side. Is this my good side? Is it? It might be. I don't know. Whatever. We've got 80 kilo for a few sets of 4 now. That sounds okay, you know what I mean? But the other sets have been like 70 something, which seems a bit low. But I think like the 4s could probably be 85, maybe a bit more. But it's still only week 2, isn't it? But yeah, I think I've made a note in my notes app on my phone when we review the plan at the end to look at the bench numbers, see what we can bump up. I should probably write some notes in the app, but it doesn't matter, whatever. Okay, we'll have a couple more. It's so weird being on that side. Man, I am absolutely boiling hot today. I don't know how you people who sweat loads in every single session do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm used to like being in a cold garage, even when it's a little bit warm. I don't know. I don't really sweat. So I guess it's good to sweat, innit? It gets all the sweat out. Whatever. I was just looking through the exercises. There are not too many left. Let's do this one. Yeah, just, is there one more of them or 2 more? There's some more, not many more. We've got the good morning, that's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Oh. Bit warm for that, maybe I need a fan. Last one of these, and then we'll do some good mornings, I guess. Whoever did this plan hates me, don't they? It's nice on the deadlifts, mean on the good mornings. But horrors persist, and so must I. Nice, not bad. Not bad at all, really. I don't think the percentage on whatever that one needs to go up for week 2, really. Yeah, give me a sec. get that stupid massive bar down. So I did 85 last week for a couple of sets of 6. We're going to do 95 this week. See how we get on. Ooh. Let's see if we can add some or not. Oh. Feels different with these plates. I know it can't, it shouldn't, but feels heavier but more solid. Sorry. Ooh, yeah, it's okay, we can do a few of them. Let's get another set of these done here. Sooner we get this done, sooner we get to do some pull-ups. They're meant to be weighted pull-ups, but I don't know how weighted they're going to be. Shut up. Okay, with a rep range and an RPE to stick to, and like 5 to 8 reps doesn't mean just do 8. It means do a weight that gets you somewhere in those ranges with the desired effort. So don't put more in just to meet the maximum number. More isn't better. Better is better. Alright friends, last round on these. We're sweating places we didn't even know existed. So we'll try make them look nice and smooth. But I might not. Right, that was good. We're going to do pull-ups, weighted pull-ups programmed. Probably don't need to add weight yet because I'm not good at them. So I'll get this put away and we'll be doing pull-ups. Right, what are we saying, people? What do you reckon? Last week we got 2 sets of 5. We've got 3 sets this week. But obviously we've done more sets of everything else and it's been heavier. So we'll see. Okay, 6. That's cool. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll see what we can do. I was a little bit concerned last week because I've hit my head on this before, so I didn't dare try. So we're going on this one this week. I think the footage is probably still fine for all the people that have made it this far through. It's kind of, I think people tune in for the top set, which is like 2 minutes in, and go, oh, that wasn't very interesting, and then leave. So that's fine. I make these kinds of videos because I enjoy watching these kinds of videos. On my other channel, like my non-regular strength channel, I follow quite a few people like this. Not really massive followings, just like, I like watching how like normal people train, you know what I mean? I think there's a lot to be learned from that. I don't think there's much to be learned from like someone who was naturally good at it. Like obviously I follow like all the elite high-end people, but like they're the sort of people who walked into the gym and could just deadlift 220 kilos without even trying. And like that ain't me, you know. So I try and follow a few more regular strength people as well, and it gives an insight on how us normal people can train and get a little bit better. And it's helped really because it's allowed me to sort of figure out this style of training that works for some people who are, or started where I did, you know, not amazing at it, and putting a lot of work into plans that grind you down, make you try a bit too hard too often, and helps me figure out that training smarter, training harder is good as long as you can, you know, maintain it. But if you can't, then training medium to moderate more is, you know, better for me anyway. Like 80 out of 100 for all year long is better than 100 out of 100 for 2-3 weeks. That's what we're finding, and we're regularly hitting PRs now, and training's exciting again. So this works for me. If it don't work for you, I don't care. Okay, see what we can get. 6 were a bit of a surprise, to be honest, because I guess I'm just tired because it's warm, not because I've done heaps. Yeah, 666. Oh no, 66. Maybe not 666. We'll see what this last set comes to. Okay, let's go one more, see what we can get. I don't think we've had as long a rest this time, but that'll have to do. I lost my train of thought a little bit. So we used this weight last week. We're going to use the same again because we've got an extra set. A mistake I've made in the past is being like, oh, you've done 2 sets and then you add some weight, and then for 3 sets it's too hard. So it could be that this is just the right amount for 3. Yeah, I think it's gonna be just about right. Oh, bloody hell, this is some session, this. So I've said a few times that 90 minutes is about my sweet spot, like an hour to 90 minutes. And all these sessions are coming out pretty much 90 minutes. If you are in an actual gym and you don't have to load every plate onto your dumbbells, onto your easy bar or whatever, then it'll be a little bit faster. And I'm setting up the camera gear and everything as well, so that's taking up some time. So I think it's done a good job of getting the timings right. When you do your deload weeks on week 1, week 5 and week 9, they're a little bit shorter, but it seems like all the other days, every single session, like across the week, they're all about 90 minutes. They're all roughly equally hard as well, which is what we wanted. We didn't want the issue we were having, where we were having like 2 pretty hard days that take 2 hours and then 2 pretty easy days that take 45 minutes, because your pressing movements are much quicker to recover from and much easier to go on to your next set faster. For me, anyway. So I find that doing squat bench, deadlift bench, squat bench, deadlift bench, that works for me better than squat, deadlift, bench, press, overhead press or whatever, squat, deadlift, squat. Whichever way your typical upper lower goes. This is more of like a full body, 4 day a week sort of thing. And it feels okay, it feels good. I was speaking to Dan about it, and he's been doing it. He's on the same day as me, so he'll be doing this session tomorrow night. And he's saying it just feels good. I messaged him, I was like, are you feeling alright on this plan? I've been feeling like strong. And he was like, yeah, I know what you mean. And I just like feel a bit better, a bit good. Like, I don't know if that's just the bodybuilding, because we haven't really been following much of a bodybuilding thing. So maybe training the arms and a bit more incline dumbbell closer to failure and stuff just makes you feel a bit more pumped and a bit stronger. It's quite cool. It is quite cool. Like I say, there's a few changes to be made in the plan. It's the first time I've ever done one, but we're enjoying it so far. We're only 2 weeks in. We might end up with a 20 kilo loss on the deadlift, for all I know. But so far, we're feeling pretty good. Right, so I forgot to film a set on bench press on my phone, and I'm trying to get back into doing the vertical content for Instagram. So I might do another set and pretend that I did it right. We'll see. I've got one more set on these, then we're finished, but I think I can muster 4 more reps on bench. Last one of these then. That's good enough, I think. 13. Ooh, right, I'll do one more set of bench and then we'll call it a day. Right, if you're on Instagram, just don't let anyone know that I messed this up. You know what I mean? This is completely routine. I'm not just doing this again for the show. I can't bother putting my arm things on because I'm way too sweaty for them to slide on easily. But yeah, keep it. And actually look, so we're enjoying the steel plates. The steel plates are cool. They feel heavier, but more solid, more real. Not like these rubber ones. I'm gonna have to figure out how to clip noises in Lightroom, I would imagine, because them deadlifts are gonna be loud. Yeah, a couple of people on the plan. Everyone's enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We're feeling good. Everything's moving up. The squat. I think we're probably going to go back to our normal technique and see if we can make it feel a bit better. It feels alright. I'm just concerned when it gets heavy, but that's what the training's for, isn't it? So that when it's heavy, it doesn't feel heavy anymore. Yeah, sound. See you Monday for squats. Have a wonderful weekend.